Quitting your job to pursue your dreams is a terrible idea. At least, that's what everyone tells me. But back in May, I did just that. I quit my job as a door-to-door salesman and flew to Utah to pursue my dream of making YouTube videos. If you clicked on this video, I can assume two things. One, you likely have a job, school, family, or other responsibilities. And two, you've got a dream. Some childhood fantasy or hobby you've kept on the back burner. And in between you and taking on that dream is a first step, a giant leap of faith. But is that leap worth it? Today, I'll try to answer that question.
A dichotomy seems to exist between the glamorous Hollywood message of follow your dreams, you beautiful princess, and the reality of having to pay bills, choosing a career, and trying to find some happiness along the way. If it were just as easy to live our dreams as it is to follow the beaten path, everybody would do it. That's what makes pursuing your dreams so exciting, is it kind of takes some special effort along the way. Now, this video is not one of those don't be a sheep, don't let society define you kind of videos at all. What I'm suggesting is that one of the reasons people don't pursue their dreams is that it requires a certain amount of uncertainty, an amount of discomfort that we're just not used to. Let's face it, telling your parents you're going to drop out of college to go keep honeybees doesn't always get a standing ovation. Hence the question, is it worth pursuing your dreams at the risk of leaving behind the certain path that you know would work out? But before we get into that, let's talk about penguins. Penguins that surf.
Surf's Up is an animated mockumentary about a misfit penguin living in the desolate town of Shiverpool, Antarctica. While all the other penguins seem content with endlessly sorting fish, Cody Maverick has dreams of becoming a famous surfer. But nobody seems to believe in Cody. He's famous for saying, "I don't understand why everybody has to be so judgmental. I understand why mom's judgmental. I think it's because she cares, partially. I think it's also partially because everyone else is looking at her like, hey, Cody's just a bum. Cody's this, Cody's that, Cody's this. Cody's me, bro. Let me be me. When is that gonna start?" Well, it all starts when he jumps on a whale and heads to a surfing competition. Cody risks it all and rides the whale to Pangu Island, and then risks it all for a girl. He competes in the competition, takes on the bully Tank Evans, and lives his dreams of surfing. He makes new friends, falls in love, and achieves his dream life in every sense of the phrase. In a fun, exciting retelling of the hero's journey, Cody is portrayed as a unique individual in an ordinary world. Cody is just one of hundreds of other beloved characters who follow this hero's journey. We admire these characters and love their stories, but for some odd reason we struggle to follow such paths ourselves. This brings me to my first point. Following your dreams doesn't have to be completely life-altering. An important part of the hero's journey is that often the hero completely abandons their life as they know it. They are completely on their own with none of the comforts or friendships they cherished in their hometown. This is great for storytelling and entertainment, but does not apply to the reality of our lives. When I quit my job, some big things changed. I flew home from New Jersey, I moved back into my old apartment, and no longer had my main source of income that I had relied on. Yet at the same time, my life was very much the same. My friends, my family, the familiar life I had always known was still there for me. I'd made a change in my life, but in no sense did that mean leaving behind my old one. The reason that this ordinary world exists in the hero's journey is to show the contrast between the old world and the new one. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the comforts of the Shire, yet Bilbo Baggins leaves it behind to embark on his adventures. The complete removal from everything Bilbo knows and loves is what makes The Hobbit such an intriguing story to follow. In this interconnected modern world we live in, we almost never have to leave our ordinary world behind. If you go back to school to pursue higher education, if you audition for a local play, even if you take a gap year and travel all over the world, you will have the majority of the comforts of your ordinary world. In short, I think the disconnect between us watching our favorite characters pursue their dreams and us pursuing our dreams is the notion that taking a chance means leaving it all behind. Maybe evaluating what it would actually mean to pursue our dreams might help us realize how realistic this pursuit actually is. Our dreams don't need to be earth-shattering to be our dreams. Why doesn't Hollywood make movies about someone taking their first piano lessons in their mid-50s? Because nobody would go watch that movie. Does that make midlife, entry-level piano lessons an unworthy or lame dream? Absolutely not. You don't need to become Elon Musk or Beyonce to be a dream chaser. Because Hollywood doesn't make movies about anything less exciting than superheroes or 1 in a million based on a true story dramas, it can make chasing our dreams seem trivial or unimportant. Nothing could be farther from the truth. If it's important to us, it doesn't matter if it isn't earth-shattering. It just might be worth pursuing. I don't plan to become the next Mr. Beast. I'm not even hoping to get famous. I just have always wanted to make videos on YouTube, and I thought to myself that if I could both fulfill this dream and make a career out of it, it's probably worth a shot. I was also convinced that now is the best time to do it, but more on that later. My point is, if you even have the sliver of a thought in the back of your mind telling you might enjoy water aerobics or taking up watercolor painting or starting a recycled water bottle company, it doesn't matter the impact it will have on this world. It matters what impact it will have on you. And who knows what could come from it. You might make new friends at water aerobics, you could discover how much you love painting, and your company might change the way we use water bottles. No matter the result, you'll never know unless you try. The last reason I think it's worth pursuing your dreams is called the regret minimization framework. The first YouTube channel I really dedicated myself to following was Yes Theory. I subscribed when they had less than 200,000 subscribers. 4 strangers who coined the mantra seek discomfort and motivate themselves and others to step outside of their comfort zones. Now, after nearly a decade of success on YouTube, one of their teachings I love the best is the regret minimization framework. Originally developed by Jeff Bezos, the regret minimization framework involves making decisions by considering your future self and choosing actions that minimize potential regrets. It focuses on long-term satisfaction rather than short-term comfort, helping you pursue bold choices you might otherwise avoid. Now, I don't condone all of Bezos' behavior, but I do respect and use this framework. For me, it came down to this. I was just starting my junior year of college, having just been accepted to a competitive business program. It was assumed that I would put all my effort into my classes, get a great internship, and make amazing amounts of money upon graduation. What happened was I found myself in a cohort of students who had dreamed of this life. They talked about the consulting firms they wanted to work at the same way they talked about their favorite NBA teams. They talked about grad school like it was a dream come true. And to them it was. They were also happy with what they were learning and doing, and it occurred to me, I didn't feel the same way. I looked at my own ambitions and realized that the 10 or so YouTube videos I uploaded brought me more joy than any of my classwork or internship applications. Frankly, I lost track of time quicker in the editing studio of my library than anywhere else in my life. So when I got the chance to talk to Matt from Yes Theory over Zoom, I asked him what got him to start Yes Theory, and he shared with me the risk minimization framework. In particular, he told me how much he thought about death and what he would never regret on his deathbed. It occurred to me in that moment that I would always regret never having given YouTube a shot. It also occurred to me that if I pursued YouTube now while still a college student, I could still graduate and find a job if I needed. I wasn't throwing my life away. I wasn't Cody Maverick jumping on the back of a whale on the way to a surfing competition with absolutely no backup plan. I realized I could take a calculated risk, pursue my dream, and still be fine if worst came to worst. You know, I truly believe that what goes around comes around. So what I want you to do is first, like this video. Second, subscribe to my channel to support me in my dreams. And third, talk to someone you know and trust who would support you in your dreams and tell them your dream. If you don't have someone to send that to, just comment it below. I try to respond to every comment I get. If you're too shy, you can always just send it to me personally. Pursuing your dreams is scary and exciting. You don't have to be Cody Maverick, leaving behind all you know. You don't have to change the world. And you certainly don't have to do it just because I said you should. But if you never give it a shot, how do you know what will happen?